there is a big game for Manchester United, maybe bigger than they would have expected, coming up against Wolves following those consecutive defeats against Brighton and West Ham. So they're out to reboot their top four challenge, but they're going to have to play in this game without Marcus Rashford. He's a major doubt for the weekend's game against Wolves. Erik ten Hag has revealed that he's very doubtful. He said he's more than doubtful. There is a big question mark. It's a leg injury, but you wonder, with the fact that he's got 29 goals, he's the club's top scorer, and they are the lowest scorers in the Premier League's top 7, if this is going to cost them. How much do you think it could cost them, Don?
Oh, massive. It's going to cost them huge. They're going to have someone to step up because their goal difference, as you said, Kate, is horrendous. I've never seen a team competing for Champions League football with such a low goal scoring record. And when Marcus Rashford doesn't play, you look at the players in and around him, and Bruno Fernandes is having a good season, but the rest of them, in terms of being consistent and getting to double figures and even getting anywhere close to 15 or 20, there's no one in this team. There's no one consistent. You know, as a midfield player, I always set myself, my target was double figures. 10 was always a number. And for a club like Man United, there should be 4 or 5 of them hitting that sort of number. So if Rashford's not missing for a couple of weeks, that could massively dent their chances of getting top 4. I've always thought over the last couple of weeks, couple of months, there were certs for top 4. 2 losses on the spins derailed them a little bit. I still think they might have enough. But without Rashford, that's going to be a huge blow.
Yeah, his teammates must step up, obviously. It goes without saying in his absence. But who's going to step up?
Well, it's not a question I've got an answer for. But what I will say is that at home, somebody has always stepped up. Whether it's been Fernandes on the odd occasion, even Sancho, Casemiro, somebody has popped up at home in order to win games. You know, yes, they've got a low scoring rate, but at home, they're a different animal than they are away from home. They haven't lost at home since the first day of the season. And they have 3 out of 4 games left at home. So, Rashford may be missing, but you have to think that they're going to win those 3 home games. I certainly do. I can't tell you who's going to score, but I know that this season will tell you that somebody has stepped up. And I think that's what's going to happen again. So, yeah, it's going to be harder without Rashford, but I still believe that United will win those 3 home games, and that will take them into the top 4, or keep them in the top 4.
Yeah, like Stevie said, they need to win 3 of those remaining 4 to guarantee that spot in the top 4. You think they're going to be able to do it if Rashford is out for longer, Jules?
For me, that's the key question. Is he just going to miss this game against Wolves? And clearly, let's be honest here, even if the club is not saying it, he must have played injured. They must have brought him back far too early after the injury that he had. He's played so much, all season, but especially after the World Cup. And I think, the FA Cup semi-final, he didn't really look up for it. Since coming back from that injury, he didn't really look that fit. I think they all look a bit tired, to be fair. They've played 57 games already this season, which is more than any other teams in the Big 5 league. And yeah, the squad is decent in terms of size, but if you look at it, actually not really. Marcel has been out for a while, and they've been so dependent and reliant on Rashford and on his goals that I think maybe he wanted to come back too early. Maybe they made him come back too early, and now he's paying the price again by missing this game, maybe missing the next one as well. So it's difficult. I think, I agree with Stevie, I think they might just be okay, because I think the Liverpool great run that we see now, that we've been announcing since after the World Cup, is arriving a little bit too late, maybe, but just about if they make it.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.